Hey guys, Mitsuruka here. So, this is gonna be another stone magic video. It's kind of dark. I just have my candles on right now. See how beautiful that's on? So, first thing first, mine is more of a ceremonial take on it. It's not really like a lot of other people's. This is just how I do it. Whereas most people's, their crystal grids are a lot more simple. They're a lot shorter, stuff like that. So when you're making a crystal grid, the things I use ritual sand. I did a video on how to make it out of rice. That's the type I usually use. If you have real sand or something like that, that'll work too. Or salt if you want to use salt. Of course, not necessary. Most people wouldn't use it. This is just my little twist on things. I do like to do that oftentimes. You're also going to need a bowl of some sort. This is going to be way too small. I would show you the one I use, but you want to have a good sized dish. You can use a plate that has an indent in it too, but a bowl usually works for me. And it's got to be a good size. But you don't want it to be huge because it's going to stay on your altar. Then next, you're obviously going to want to have your stones. So for this, I'll just do a basic outline for a self-love one. So the stones that I use in a self-love crystal grid would be rose quartz, being the main one. So that would be in the center of the crystal grid. I would also use carnelian. Turquoise or lapis lazuli. Yeah, those. Amber works too. So basically, I use this based on the color of the stone, not the stone itself. Which I know a lot of people would prefer to do, but I think it just works better. Because, I mean, I don't have a ton of turquoise. I do, but, you know, I don't have a ton of just lapis lazuli or carnelian or anything. So I just use stones of similar colors. And so rose quartz is for love. Carnelian is an orangish red, which is used for power, to give the grid more oomph. The blue is for purity, so turquoise and stuff like that is used for purity as well as love. So yes, that's that. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put the sand in the bowl and you're going to even it out a little bit. You want to prepare 2 days, at least 2 days in advance before doing crystal grid. And the reason is you want to cleanse your stones and charge your stones, as well as get all your supplies together or make the ritual sand. I usually make it just for that purpose. So I won't make it beforehand usually, or I'll make it beforehand, but I'll with the intent of using it for that specific ritual. And so yeah. So you put it out, you even it out and everything, and then you put your stones in order. I like to meditate before doing that. And then what you would do is you'd place your middle stone. It doesn't really matter what layout you put it in. I did a spiral. When you do a spiral to attract or manifest something, from the outside in should be a clockwise direction, which would be counterclockwise if you're going from the center out. It's the wrong way, isn't it? see, yeah, that would be clockwise for you guys, right? Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm like, woo. Alright, so once you put the sand down, you would put your stones down, and depending on the properties of the stone, you would say out loud, a stone of, so I'm using pink, a stone of self-love. Then it would be blue, a stone of purity, or pureness. Then the red one, or the carnelian, which I have a lot of, would be a stone of power. Excuse me. And then you would go so on and so forth until you get to the end. And then the last one would be whatever shape it's in. So if it's a spiral of pure, powerful self-love. So that's what you would say for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But again, you want to cleanse, consecrate, and charge your crystals. The way I do this, one more thing after this, depending on what it is, like for self-love, I did this on a full moon. And so what I did was 2 days before, I cleansed the stones overnight. And then the next day, the day before, so the night before the ritual, what I did was I placed all the stones on my windowsill over here, and so the moon could shine down on them. And then I woke up before the sun rose, so it wouldn't get the sun's energy, because I wanted it to have the moon's energy. So I woke up before the sun rose and put it out there. Pretty simple, easy. Moon phases. I'm sorry, guys. Moon phases. Important. Some people go along with it, some people don't. Most of the time, I do. But if it's like an urgent thing, like you need it really badly, don't even pay attention. Just make sure it's not void of course. Void of course is not good. Magic doesn't work when the moon is in void of course. So, I like to leave my stones, my crystal grid, on the altar, undisturbed, for a full lunar cycle, to get the most out of it. So I have one up on my altar now, which is the self-love one, which I will be taking down the 19th. I think it's the 19th. Yes, I'll be taking it down the 19th of March, so in 9 days, I will be taking it down. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, she's wrong, that's not how you do a crystal grid. Crystal grids are purely imaginative. They work however you want them to work. There's no right or wrong way to make them. What matters is that your intent goes into them, and you feel that they work, and you're confident that they work, because if you don't believe in it, then it's not going to happen. So that's just something to think about. So yeah, just kind of avoiding my comments before they come. So yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, and then I'll talk to you guys later. That was really awkward. Never said that before. Alright, whatever. I will see you guys later. So, I hope you have a very good day, and week, and month, and Mibon. Sorry, Ostara. Or Aostor. So, yeah, blessed be everybody. Bye.